Okay. So uh, let me just start by showing you just how everybody can do a MAC address test. Can you see this? This is in Hebrew, some of it, because I'm in Israel. So it's a good testimony that I did it myself. So when you do a Bluetooth scan for Bluetooth devices, you sort of see some of the devices that actually mean something, like headphones or speakers or some such things. And this is, it says it's an Android TV here, but look at these four. These are the kind of MAC addresses that we see from injected people um, when they are around, and we do a Bluetooth scan, and we need to enable this feature on this case an
Yeah, that's bullshit. So there's a good reason for why you are seeing these MAC addresses that aren't on the OUI database. And this has been implemented since Bluetooth 4.0, and prior to that, actually, I think Apple implemented it before Bluetooth 4.0. But yeah, this is complete bullshit. Those MAC addresses you're looking at there. Well, let's let them roll the video through, and then I'll interject and explain everything.
Android telephone. Otherwise, it would not display these. So what you see are, just 12 hexadecimal digits in uh, six pairs.
Sorry, what now? 12 hexadecimal digits? No. No. There's 6 octets there. There's not 12 hexadecimal, well, digits? Really? Yeah. IQ coming through here. IQ completely coming through. So there is 12 ASCII characters there. There is not 12 hexadecimal digits? Really? Okay. Well, let's pass them the spade. Let them keep digging.
And basically it says that it doesn't know what device this is, and it cannot communicate with it, but it knows that it is there. Anyone is invited to just enable this or download a piece of software to the smartphone, step into a room full of injected or inoculated, we shouldn't say vaccinated, people, do a scan, and you'll be surprised. You will see that there are at least as many of these unrecognized MAC addresses as there are injected people.
I
Some
want to
people,
say,
Yeah, that's because this is just part of the BLE protocol. That's simply it. Literally. This is fucking stupid, really. Really. I'm going to go into more detail about it, but just, if you want to right now, just stop this video and go and on the actual Bluetooth blog site. I think that'd be like https bluetooth.com/blog/Bluetooth technology. It's there in black and white, the protocol, especially under Bluetooth 4.0. But if you go onto Apple's website, they've been doing this for forever, really. Android as well. During the height of the pandemic, when the track and trace applications were available, the track and trace renewed the random MAC address every 15 minutes. So, but I'm going to go more in depth into this anyway, because this is absolute bullshit, and I'm going to approach it from a cybersecurity professional point of view as well, not some idiots trying to sell you fucking, I don't know what, gold and like pills and stuff. Yeah, okay. Moving on.
I did this, Shimon, in a shopping center, and my phone was just blowing up with a list of all of these.
Jesus. God help us. She did it in a shopping centre and her phone was blowing up. Oh my fucking days. How many people in that shopping centre? had a smartwatch, how many IoT systems in that shopping centre use Bluetooth? Think about it. Prime example. So you see now when you go in, whether it be pop-up bars, restaurants, coffee shops, some shops themselves, it's really, I suppose, a low-cost payment or point-of-sale POS infrastructure. There's an iPad and a point-of-sale system in a charging dock. We've all paid on them. You know, the little white square, or there's a few other variations. And these are becoming, there's a proliferation of these in industries now because they're so cheap. You also need is an iPad and a little square box. If that little square box provider doesn't live up to your expectations, you can still got the iPad. You just get a little square box from a different POS manufacturer. Simple. So the old tills of yesteryear have gone. It's a touchscreen, Android, iOS, whatever, iPad, Android tablet, attached to a little Bluetooth kind of enabled POS, and they bring it round to the table when you finish your food, and you either contactless or you stick your card in, put your PIN number in. So that's going to be, or should I say, there's going to be a proliferation in that shopping centre she frequented of these devices. Now, these devices, more so than Android phones, smartwatches, your car, other BLE devices, which use the BLE privacy. Now, that's something you should be Googling right now while I'm talking about this, because that will explain everything that I'm talking about and totally cast a shadow of bullshit on these people. More so in point of sale systems, these MAC addresses will randomize. They randomize. Once paired, they are randomized. Once your smartwatch pairs to your BLE 4.0 device, or 4.0 plus into the future device, it will randomize the MAC. It's a built-in security feature. That is it. That is the crux of it. It is a built-in security feature to randomize that MAC address. Because if they didn't randomize that MAC address, that point of sale system, if they didn't randomize that MAC address for your smartwatch, if, say, for instance, like years ago, there was a big exploit called broad porn, or broad pwn, and that was the Broadcom chipsets in these devices, which covered Bluetooth, BLE, and Wi-Fi as well, were susceptible to injection attacks. So you could spoof a BLE device, or you could spoof a Wi-Fi connected device or hotspot, or just by the probes that person's device was sending out, you could spoof that and inject into that BLE MCU, or that kind of dual Wi-Fi, dual Bluetooth MCU, and effectively get root access to the device, and during that injection attack, inject into it what's known as a reverse TCP shell. And that reverse TCP shell then would dial out to your attack server, and then you could basically operate that guy's camera, go through the file system, through his banking apps, everything, because you've got root access to that device. And it was a really serious problem, and it's the same. And this is why the security of Bluetooth 4.0 or BLE privacy is done via the top layer. This is just one layer, by the way, this security protocol is done via obfuscation. So by randomizing the MAC address, you obfuscate what that device is. So if there's an exploit for, say, iPhone 11, that exploit may go out in the wild for that particular BLE MCU, where I can inject code into it and get it to do stuff it's not designed to do. But if I don't know that's an iPhone 11, as a hacker, that's say sat in the middle of a shopping centre, for instance, I'm really going to struggle to find any device. The target enumeration's just gone off the scale. My attack surface has gone from being quite wide and broad to very narrow and short. It's that simple. And these people are just bullshitting you. you only have to go on to Bluetooth.com and just look and just type in Bluetooth LE privacy. It's there in front of you. Honestly. But anyway, let's let them have their say. Let's not, I've got a bit more to say about this myself, so let's let them just roll it off the tongue. Let them give them the spade. Let them dig even deeper.
Because the shopping center was full.
Yeah, I did this in my apartment. I live in a last floor of an apartment building. So these are probably people who live underneath me. There is a limited range to this Bluetooth signal. And now I want to proceed to some of the images.
Can I ask you, sorry, Shimon, can I just ask you one more question? What else could it be?
Well, it's rather easy to answer this. We just need to remember what this scan looked like before the rollout of the injections. It looked nothing like that. And upon the rollout of the injections, it started looking like this. So, well, I think that leaves very little doubt as to what this is.
Okay, bullshit. So you're willing to say that this is how it looks now, and we need to look at how it used to look, but you're not providing that evidence. It's a waste of time doing that. Where's your evidence? You've just said that, and from when you said it, I let the video roll on and roll on, but you didn't provide anything to back that up. So how does the viewer, the person you're trying to con, you dirty grifting bastards, how do they know that this is just normal or not normal? They don't, because that's part of your grift, and I'm sorry, you cannot say that without backing up by evidence. Total grift. Total grift. Moving on.
I agree with you. I agree with you, but I'd be interested to know what someone else's explanation for this is. I have never seen a list like that. I'm telling you, my phone was just blowing up. It was pages upon pages of these numbers. Never before have I seen something like that.
Because you don't know the technology. You don't know what you're talking about. You're saying, I've never seen that before. Well, that's because you've never had a look in that environment before and looked for those specific Bluetooth MAC addresses. Now, it's very easy to write this off as, well, it's this and that. But ultimately, the question you've got to ask is if I invented a bioweapon that I could inject into you, unbeknownst to you, that would control you, and I could, at the flick of a switch, kill you and control you via, advanced protocols and advanced telecommunications systems, i.e. 5G or whatever. Why the fuck would I choose Bluetooth? For one, to do this, and for two, why the fuck would I allow people to see me doing this in plain sight? Why would I give you a MAC address? I wouldn't. There's X amount of protocols. The whole RF section of the electromagnetic spectrum, just a fuck ton of stuff we could introduce on there. There's an absolute fuck ton of stuff just in 802.11 that, just there. The many protocols there are way more advanced than Bluetooth and wouldn't show up on your phone. So why the fuck would somebody have this on your device? It's batshit crazy. That's what it is. It's batshit crazy. It's just a randomised MAC address. As of Bluetooth 4.0. As of iPhone, I can't remember how many generations back. It's just randomised. These are paired devices that don't want to tell you what devices they are and what devices they are paired to for security reasons. The same thing, you walk through that shopping centre and you see Bluetooth devices. Some of them are probably point of sale systems like I described earlier. Do you really fucking think that point of sale system wants to go, hey, I'm a point of sale system. I was installed. I'm going to lose my client a fuck ton of money when Visa and MasterCard come kicking his door down because he got compromised and all his customers' credit card details ended up on the fucking dark web. Come on. Jesus Christ.
So,
number of injected people to an isolated place and count the number of these. You'll find an incredible correspondence. So the skeptics are invited, they are welcome to join us in our quests.
Well, I'm a fucking skeptic. I'm a big fucking skeptic. I'm a skeptic who works in cybersecurity and has penetration tested clients' point of sale systems using Bluetooth 4.0. And I can tell you now that is a randomized MAC address as of Bluetooth 4.0. Regardless of the bullshit you want to tell people, that MAC address is randomized. Whether it be after Android 8, iOS, I can't quite remember which one it was, but there is a legacy there for it in iOS. That is randomized. I'm sorry. And if I disconnect my, say, headphones from my phone, when I rejoin my phone, there will be a different MAC address there. That's simple as that. It's just the security protocol. It's a smart feature known as Bluetooth LE privacy. It causes the MAC address within the advertising packets to be replaced with a random value that changes at timing intervals determined by the manufacturer. I'm really sorry. It's not, your argument has no weight. Just a simple Google. This video wouldn't exist because you would not because I wouldn't have made it, because you would not have made it, because you'd have realised the absolute fucking grift. The grift is up.
that's dangerous, by the way. Like, let's just, you're talking about if someone knows how to connect. I mean, we're talking about maybe someone that lives in your building that knows how to hack and can hack you and, you know, hack you to go and do a crime. I mean, I'm just thinking about all of the
Holy fucking shit. And to think she was nearly fucking there. Literally, if she'd have put that hack you and Bluetooth together in a Google search, she would come across the fucking protocol for Bluetooth 4.0. Wow. What a fucking moron. Like, now she's like, oh, and somebody could hack you. And like, she's just talked about walking around a fucking shopping centre and seeing all these BLE devices that are random. They're random because people don't want to get fucking sued by Visa and MasterCard when their shit gets hacked. It's that simple. You're nearly there, Maria. You're nearly there. You could have Googled this. You could have Googled, what if somebody hacks BLE or Bluetooth? You would have looked at this and gone, oh shit, I better not make that fucking video. Wow. I can't believe I've just witnessed this. I'm watching this for the first time, just like you guys, and that is classic. Considering what I've just been talking about as well, that is absolutely classic. Jesus Christ. So close, but yet so fucking far.
And his patron, Klaus Schwab, they know what this is and how to connect. And they have been planning this. And they've been telling us exactly that.
You're right, Shimon.
Maria, with a Bluetooth scanner.
Yeah, so Klaus Schwab. Okay, Klaus Schwab. Yeah, the guy who doesn't work for the American government anymore. The guy who's been in charge of it since the 80s. Since Reagan. I thought it was Reagan before the 80s. Actually, no. Well, don't quote me on that. I'm a retard. But, yeah, so been involved since Ronald Reagan. And just now, before he retires, he decides to implement what these pricks are saying is like some kind of final solution. It's kind of like genocide. It's the Hitler move. It's the Hitler's final solution move. Like, yeah, I'll do that and then I'll retire 6 months ago. You dickhead. He's fucking retired. Still talking like he's still there. So, where's the due diligence? I mean, surely you should know that Klaus Schwab is retired, right? Right, Maria?
Down my gate is 400 meters down the hill. I can see who's walking by.
What do you mean?
If I know their MAC address and I can associate that with a name, I don't have to go down there and look. I don't have to have a security camera. I know by the MAC address who's walking by my gate.
That's true.
I don't want to.
No, that's not true. That is not true whatsoever. What he's just said is bullshit. But half bullshit, because half of it may be right. And I'm going to explain why. So I walk past, or say, alright, I'm quite active. I go out for a jog. Going for a run, 20-minute run. 10 minutes in, I run past his gate. He picks up my Bluetooth MAC address. I jog 20 minutes further, then run back past the gate. He picks up my Bluetooth MAC address again. So I've got my music in. Let's set the scene. I've got my music in. Listening to music. I've jogged past. I've jogged them back. My headphones are Bluetooth. Well, sadly for him though, if, say, at some point during the run, I wanted to get a coffee, or I don't know, I suppose you wouldn't get a coffee during the run, but caffeine is good for a warm down. But anywho, so alright, let's walk. So I walked past, got a coffee, went to the coffee house, held the button down on my Bluetooth headset, it shut down, drank my coffee, walked out, held down the button on my Bluetooth headset, activated it. Sadly, via Bluetooth 4.0, that Mac would be randomized again and it would not be the same Mac. But if I kept my music on, walked up, then walked back, yeah, it'll be the same MAC address. But if I go home and put my headphones on charge, come back the day after, I'm sorry, I'm a totally different person to you. And it just makes me laugh to think that he's just sat there like in front of a computer screen going, oh, there's C1 BF DO again. No, I've not seen C1 BF DO for 3 days now. I'm sure they'll walk back past. You know, it's fucking stupid, man. Stop it. It really is. Just go look on Bluetooth's official site and you will see what the truth is. Go to androiddevelopers.com, go to appledevelopers.com. It's all on there. Stop talking bullshit, or at least if you don't believe you're talking bullshit, go do some due diligence, come back and apologise to the people you've fucking caused serious mental health problems to, guys. Come on.